Claude Code versus Codex versus Cursor. Which AI coding tool is best? Now, there are three tools that have completely taken over the AI coding conversation, and every developer is being asked to pick Claude Code, Codex, and Cursor out of all of them. They're all genuinely good, they're genuinely different, and picking the wrong one for your workflow is going to cost developers some real time and money. So, the AI coding market in 2020 has split into three fundamentally different product categories, not three versions of the same thing. Now, Claude Code is a terminal-first agentic tool from Anthropic. It lives in your command line, reads and modifies files, executes commands, runs tests, and iterates until the task is done. Then OpenAI's very own Codex is a cloud-first async agent. You basically assign it tasks, and it works in isolated cloud containers, and you review the output when it's finished without running anything locally. Cursor is an AI-native IDE, or Integrated Design Interface, a full fork of VS Code with AI built into every layer, completions, chat, inline edits, and a full agentic mode. The framing that matters the most, these aren't three tools doing the same thing at a different quality level. They're three different philosophies about where AI lives in your developmental workflow. Now, Claude Code is going to be running in your terminal. Now, your terminal is going to be this PowerShell right here. Okay, and to get it right over here, you can simply come over and write in Claude Code download. All right, now over here, what's going to happen is you're going to install it through a terminal URL code. Okay, so on the website, they're going to provide you with that code, and all you're going to want to do is make sure that that PowerShell code is ran onto your terminal. Now, Claude Code is on a paid plan, so if you have not gotten the paid assignments for it, then it's not going to work for you. But here, as you can see, we have Claude Code. We're going to hit terminal right here, and once you hit terminal, it will give you the general IEX code that you need. So we're going to come up here, and here you can see the Windows command line, right? So this is usually the one people use, the Windows PowerShell one. So we're going to copy this. You're going to come right here. You're going to paste that, hit enter, and as you can see, it's going to start loading things in. It is going to take a few minutes to download things, but once it's done, you install it, navigate to your project directory, and start with a normal command. Now from there, you simply describe what you want in any plain language, and Claude Code is going to start executing those things just how it normally does over here, but from the reach of your terminal. All right. Now, it is literally the closest thing that is available to having a senior developer sitting at your terminal executing your tasks for you. The key strength is literally a code-based comprehension at scale. A Claude Code can also handle large, complex code bases better than either of its major competitors. Okay, so you can literally ask a Claude Code to go ahead and generate you full-fledged websites. You can also have it create you proper minimalistic portfolio like this one I had created. Single file portfolio website. Let's go ahead with some applications. I also customized a POS invoice CRM through it, but let me show you this website that I had to create. So you can see over here, I simply asked it to give me an index of an HTML file, and it did it in the matter of like a minute or two. And look at this. Look at the style. Look at the design. This is basically how it looks with proper inline navigation. So you can clearly see how it worked along and made things look, pretty cool and pretty nice for me. So, it can handle heavy workflow, and it's just a very good option to have for yourself. Now we move over to Codex. Now, OpenAI's Codex in 2026 is a fundamentally different product from its origins as a code completion model. It is now a multi-surface AI coding agent with CLI, which is command line interface, IDE integration, and Codex. Okay, and it also has a literal web app interface, which most people don't understand. The defining characteristics of Codex is that it's going to run tasks in isolated cloud containers. You can assign work to Codex as you go on, and it spins up a brand new fresh environment, executes the task, and it returns the result. Nothing is going to run on your local machine. Now, this architecture is going to make Codex particularly suited for delegated backlog work. So any type of tasks that you assign into your basic design are going to work appropriately, and each Codex work platform or a work base that you're going to create is going to be in form of a project. Okay, so of course, once we have that, you're going to work appropriately with it. Now, as of July 2026, Codex is now powered by GPT 5.6 and 3-tier model family called Sol, Terra, and Luna. Now, that offers different levels of capability and cost. The cloud-only execution models is both a strength, nothing to set up locally, works identically on any machine, and a weakness since debugging and inspecting that what Codex is doing mid-task is less transparent than with local tools. Now, moving on to Cursor. Cursor is more of a Visual Studio Code fork with AI at every layer. So if you currently work in VS Code, switching to Cursor feels like your editor got dramatically smarter overnight. Now, the reason I say that is because the interface is going to be ideal for you. Your extensions and settings carry over, but now the entire environment is rebuilt around AI Assistant. So now generally Visual Studio Code is going to be a normal IDE, and most people have definitely used it because it's one of the most popular and straightforward IDE out there. Now, what Cursor does is Cursor adds itself as more of a, I'd say, big boy in the region of AI help. Okay, and you can simply add Cursor as you want to go on into the extensions section. So literally, you can come over here and search Cursor up, and you can see it says Cursor Code, Cursor for VS Code. Simply install it right here, and you basically just have this big AI embedded into your cursor. Now, that is one way to use it. You can also use it as your very own plain model on their own agentic website. Okay, you do need a pro account for it. Does not work on the free account. So the critical advantage Cursor has over both others, Claude Code and Codex, is model flexibility easily. Cursor lets you choose which AI model powers each feature, and the prompt or session level depends on you. So for a head-to-head comparison, I would say on speed, Cursor's tab completion is definitely be faster, and it's the fastest interactive experience of the three. Claude Code, on the other hand, with its working in terminal execution, is of course going to be slower per task, but handles bigger tasks more reliably. Codex's async model means latency is deliberately built in, and you assign comeback review. On cost, I would say all three have meaningful price points. Claude Code is going to be the best when it comes to price, because it has a flat fee, but the others do have a decent fee, not the greatest for their feature use. So the real world answer from engineering teams in 2026 is not pick one forever. More serious developers use a hybrid stack. They're going to use Cursor as the daily development environment for interactive coding, Claude Code for the hard complex tasks they need for deep context and reliable agentic execution, and Codex for delegated batch work. So that's pretty much about it for you. Okay, so if you enjoyed watching this video, please do drop down a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'm going to be seeing all of you in the next video. Have a great day. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.